For this scenario, we will need to open a previously created scenario. Select Open a Scenario, go to the Data Federate, ensure you're logged in as student. If not, username and password is student. Go to Browse, Public, Users, Training, and open Timeline Canvas. Select Open and let the window reconfigure. Once you have configured your windows for ease of use, right-click on Hercules and select its properties. Go to the Route page. Right-click on the stop time of waypoint 2 and select Set Animation Time. Keep the window up for now, but decrease its size. Open the properties of your scenario. Go to Basic, Time, and under the Animation pane, you want to make sure that your start time is equal to the stop time of waypoint 2, that stop at time is on, and that the stop time is at the landing time. Once you have confirmed this is all correct, press OK. We will now be changing the model of Hercules. To do this, go back to the properties of Hercules and go to 3D Graphics Model. Select Model File and search for the water drop model. This may be located in your Resources folder. Once you have found the model, select the model and click Open. Once you have done this, click Apply. You will notice that articulations have been enabled. Articulations allow you to view and modify certain movable parts of your model. Select View. Make sure the level of detail is 0. Select Props, Spin, and minimize the Hercules Properties window. Move your Articulations window so that you can see Hercules. Move the bar of Spin and see what animations occur. Once you've figured out what certain ones do, go ahead and close out of the Articulations window without applying any changes. We will now be working within the movie timeline. First though, we need to make sure that the plugin is enabled. Go to Edit, Preferences, UI Plugins, and ensure that Movie Timeline is active. If not, go ahead and activate it and click Apply and OK. Go to View, Toolbars, and select Movie Timeline. You'll see the Movie Timeline bar has appeared. Go ahead and select Open the Movie Timeline. Your timeline should be at the bottom. If a wizard appeared, go ahead and close out of it. We will now be adding an object timeline. To do this, right-click on Hercules and select Aircraft Plugins. Select Add Object Timeline. Expand Model Articulations and select Dartail Pitch and show it on the timeline, as well as Prop Spin, as well as all of Water Plume. Click Apply. The changes that it asks for are OK to do. Click OK and select OK. The red scrub bar is the current time on our timeline. With Dartail/Pitch selected, right-click on 2800 and select Add a new keyframe. Ensure the duration is 20 seconds. And set the end value to 32. Once you have done this, exit out of the Edit Articulation. This will open the hatch. Go to 2840 and repeat the same steps. Only this time, set the end value to 0. This will allow the hatch to open and close within the timeline. After correcting the duration to a proper 20 seconds, we now want to add water flow. Move the scrub over to 2820. Under Water Plume/Size, create a keyframe. Make the keyframe 20 seconds. And set the end value to 0.1. After you have done this, edit the articulation and exit out of it. From here, we want to go to Water Plume/Flow and create a keyframe at 2820. Make the duration 20 seconds and the end value -1. This will give a movement to the water. Exit out of the edit articulation. Go to 2830 and go to Water Plume/MoveX. Create a keyframe and set the duration for 20 seconds. Set the end value to -1000. Exit out of the edit articulation. Go back to 2830 and go to Water Plume/MoveZ. Create a keyframe and make it 20 seconds. Set the end value to 1000. The X and the Z will move the water behind and down from the plane. Once you have done this, exit out of the edit articulation. We will now give movement to the propellers. Create a keyframe at 1800 and set the duration for 10 seconds. Set the end value to 360 and set it to repeat until the end of the timeline, which in this case is 4368. Once you have done this, go ahead and exit out of the edit articulation. But first, make sure that acceleration and deceleration are set to 0. We can now animate the timeline. Go ahead and press Start on the animation toolbar. You'll notice that the propellers are spinning. When it gets to the point of opening the hatch, you'll notice the hatch will open. It will then begin to spew water out of the hatch and go towards the ground, and then close the hatch. This concludes the end of this tutorial.